Simultaneous. You're welcome to this tutorial. The tutorial is titled Simultaneous Equation. And under simultaneous equation, we'll be looking at we have to know the definition. And secondly, the method of solving simultaneous equation. So on the value of the variable is a system of equation that the same value of the variables satisfy the equation. Example, if you are given, I say simultaneous equation are a system of equation that the same value of the variables satisfy the equation. That's the definition. Example, if you have x plus y equals to this one equation and x minus y equals 1, this is another equation. We can solve these two simultaneously because this equation, though we have other method, but this is the elementary method, which is substitution, elimination, and graphical method. So the first one is substitution. From the name substitution, we use substitution method if the coefficient of any of the variable, though all of them can be solved using the same, all the simultaneous equation can be solved using the three methods, but there is one that solves faster than the other. So like substitution, we normally use it if you notice that the coefficient of any of the variables is plus or minus 1. It's easier to solve using substitution method. That's example. Now if you have x minus 2y equals 1 and x plus 1 equals 2, we can solve it because the coefficient of x, any of them, we can solve it using substitution method easily. So best, we can use substitution here. But if you are given 2x plus 3y equals 5 and 4x plus 2y equals 6, you notice that it's not easy to solve this using substitution method. So we can't use this method, we can't use substitution method easily here. Not that we can't solve it, but it's harder to use substitution method here. So there's a procedure that we use to solve substitution method. The first procedure is just make the variable, check if the coefficient is 1 plus or minus 1. You now make the variable the subject of the formula. Do you get what I'm saying? Like here now, since we can use the substitution method easily, you now choose, since in each equation there is a coefficient 1, choose any one, make it the subject of formula. So if I'm using here, so I'll make either x and y or y the subject of formula after we now substitute to the other equation. That's how we solve substitution method. So let's go over some questions here. Okay, we are asked to solve these two questions using substitution method. So let's start with the first one. This is the first, while this is the second. So the first one, I told you if you are to solve using substitution, you check the coefficient of any of the variable that is plus or minus 1. You now make that the variable the subject of the formula after you substitute to the other equation. So looking at these two, the coefficient of x here is 1, so I'm making x the subject of formula. So from equation 1 now, x equals 3 minus 2y, you call it the third equation. So whenever you made it the subject of formula, so whenever you make it the subject of formula, call it the next equation, which is 3. You now substitute in equation 2. So I'm going to substitute equation 3 in equation 2, meaning that wherever I see x, I call it 3 minus 2y. Minus 2y equals 1. So we now expand, you open up the bracket. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times minus 2y is minus 6y. Minus 2y equals this. Minus 6y minus 2y is 8y, is minus 8y. Going to the other side is now 8y. Y 9 minus 1 is 8. So finally, our y is 8 over 8, which is 1. So since we've gotten the value of y, we now go back and substitute. So from equation 3, we say that x equals 3 minus 2y. 3 minus 2y. So we now substitute the value of y, which is 1. So my answer is 3 minus 2. The answer is 1. So x and y are 1. They are both 1. So the other one, we are asked to solve this using substitution. So the first thing we need to know is check the coefficient. So it's better I will make this the subject of formula. So my x from equation 1. So I told you check the equation, the one that has the coefficient 1, make it the subject of the formula. So here I have x is now equal to y over 3 plus 4 over 3. We call it equation 3. We now substitute the value in equation 2. Remember, this x over 2 is now half x. So I'm saying that is half x, and x is y over 3 plus 4 over 3 plus 3y over 4 equals 5 over 2. So we can still open. Half times y over 3 is y over 6. Half times that is 2 over 3 plus 3y over 4 equals 5 over 2. So we collect like terms. So we have y over 6 here plus 3y over 4. While here we have 5 over 2 minus 2 over 3. So the LCM, okay, the LCM is 12 here. 12, which is 2y plus 9y equals, LCM is here 6. So 15 minus 4. So we have 11y over 12, and we have 15 minus 4, 11 over 6. So what do you notice? Y 11, 6, 2. So y equals 2. Do you get 6 in 12 is 2? 11. So 2 goes over. So y is 2. So the next one, remember, we need to find the value of x. So from equation 3, x equals y over 3 plus 4 over 3. Y over 3 plus 4 over 3. Y over 3 plus 4 over 3, which is y plus 4 over 3. And we know y is 2. So 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 over 3 is 2. So my x is also 2. One method is elimination method. From the name elimination, so we need to eliminate one of the variables. That's it. That's the best example. If you are given x plus y equals 2 and x minus y equals 1, so I can eliminate. And when do you eliminate? We eliminate when the coefficients of any of the variable, any of the variable in the two equations are the same. So here the coefficient is 1, 1, and here is 1, 1. So we can eliminate. And the best one to eliminate here, both x and y is the best, since they have coefficient 1, 1. So we eliminate by adding or subtracting. So if the signs are the same, we subtract. Or if the signs are different, we add. Do you get like this? If I want to eliminate y, I add. By adding, y is gone. If I add equation 1 and 2, y is gone. So that's how we solve by elimination. We eliminate the variable. So let's go over some questions that involve elimination method. So okay, we are on the second method, which is elimination method. So remember, I told you in this method, we eliminate, and the only way we eliminate is that you check if the coefficient of one variable is the same in both equations. We now add or subtract depending on the sign. So from this, the first one, looking at this, the simplest, this is plus 2y, we have minus 2y, so we can eliminate y here. So let's eliminate by adding. So adding equation 1 and 2, we have that this 4x equals 4. Yes, if you add it, that's what is, which implies that x is 1. So dividing both sides by 4. So the next one is to get, the next step is to get the y. And how do you get y? Choose the idea of the equation and make it the subject of formula. So I'm choosing 1 from equation 1. Y is 3 minus x over 2. Yes, making it the subject of formula, which is 3 minus x goes over. So 3 minus x over 2. Therefore, which is now 3 minus 1 over 2. And 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 over 2 is 1. So y is 1. So you notice that in solving simultaneous equation, elimination, it seems the best, the fastest. So let's check the second one. The second one here, we notice that the coefficients are not the same, but we can do something. We decide to multiply by a constant. So since I have minus y, I better multiply the first equation by 3. That's the fastest way, that's the best variable to eliminate, y. So I multiply equation 1 by 3. So I have 3 times 3x, 9x minus 3y. 3 times 4 is 12. So I did equation 1 times 3. Call it equation 3. So that's what I did, equation 1. So we now solve equation 2 and 3 simultaneously. So here now the coefficients are the same. So adding equation 2 and 3. So we have 2x plus 9x is 11x. This plus this is 0. So 10 plus 12 is 22. Therefore, x is 22 over 11, which is 2. So we now choose any of the equation. So we better choose the original equation. So I will choose equation 1 because it's easier to solve for y here than here. So from equation 1, y is now 3x minus 4. Yes, we now substitute the value of x, which is 3, 2 minus 4. And 6 minus 4 is 2. So y and x are both 2. So the next question, we are asked to solve 2x plus 3y equals 5 and 3x plus 7y equals 10. Here, none of the coefficients are the same. So the only way I can do it is to multiply, choose the one that you want to eliminate. So if I want to eliminate x, which means that I will make the coefficients of x to be the same. So I multiply by it. So the best way to multiply is I interchange the coefficient. So I mean that the coefficient of, I'll multiply 3 by this. That's the coefficient of x here, I will multiply it here. Y that of here I will multiply. So what I did now, so multiplying equation 1 by 3, I have 6x plus 9y plus 15. What I did is equation 3 times equation 1 times 3. Call it equation 3. So that's what I did. I multiplied by 3 so that I have the coefficients. Here again, I have to make it the same by multiplying by 2. So 3x times 2x is 6x plus times 2, 14y times 2, 20. So what I did, equation 2 times 2, call it equation 4. So I'm solving equation 3 and 4 simultaneously. So here I will subtract. I will subtract. So, and I will prefer equation 2 because I have 20 is greater than 15 and 14 is greater than 9. So equation 2 minus equation 1 implies 6x minus 6x is 0. 14 minus 9 is 5. So I have 5y equals 20 minus 15 is 5. Therefore, y is 5 over 5, which is 1. So the next is now choose any of the original equation and make x the subject of formula. Here it seems equation 1 is the best. It has a lower value of coefficients than. So from equation 1 now, I'm making x the subject of formula. X is 5 minus 3y. So, and we've gotten y as 3. Sorry, I've gotten y as 1. So 5 minus 3 is 2. So x is 2, y is 1. So the next one. So the next question now, we are given this. So if you check again, the coefficients are not the same, but the only way I can make it to be the same is dividing by, if I divide equation 1 by 2. So I will now have x over 2. So I'm saying that x over 2 is x over 2 minus x over 2 minus y over 6. I'm dividing equation 1 by 2, which is 2 over 3. What I did is equation 1 divided by 2, call it equation 3. So the next one, we now solve equation 2 and 3 simultaneously. So the best is to subtract. Subtract, because otherwise they have the same sign, so we subtract. If they have different sign, you will add. So we now do equation 2 minus equation 3. So x over 2 minus that is 0. Y 3y over 4 minus 3y over 4 minus. So we have plus y over 6. Y, this is 5 over 2 minus 2 over 3. So that's what I will subtract. So this, the LCM is 12 here. So we have 12, 3, 9y plus 2y equals, the LCM here is 6, so 15 minus 4. So we have 9y plus 2y is 11y over 12. Y, this is 1 over 6. Sorry, 11 over 6. This is 11 over 6. So 11 out, 6, so y is 2. So y is 2. We now go over to any of the equation and find, okay, equation 1 is the best. So from equation 1, x equals y over 3 plus 4 over 3. Y over 3 plus 4. Y over 3 plus 4 over 3. So we add this y plus 4 over 3, which is 2 plus 4 over 3. Because y is 2. So 6 over 2. 6 plus 4 is 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 over 3 is 2. So x and y are both 2. So the next question, we are given this and we are asked to solve. So the same way, seems there is a problem here, but it's easy to tackle. No coefficients are the same. We can eliminate easily. So what I will do is, we interchange. The only way I can make them to be the same is to make the denominators to be the same here. I can easily eliminate x than y because y differ in both numerator and denominator. Here, the numerator and denominator differ, but here is only the denominator, so it's better I eliminate x. So let's divide. So if I can make this by 12, so if I multiply this by 1 over 12, so I'm saying this x over 12 plus y, that's I'm multiplying by 4, so this is y over 10 I'm multiplying the denominators by 4, 4, 4. So 2, 2. So equals 11 over 60. So equation 1 divided by 4. That's what I did. So call it equation 3. The next one again by 3 now. This is x over 12 plus y over 6 equals 1 over 4. So I divided by 3. So call it equation. What I did was equation 2 divided by 3. Call it equation 4. The next thing we will now subtract because the signs are the same. So I'll prefer equation 4 minus 3 because of negative. This is greater than this. So I now do equation 4 minus equation 3. So we have y over 6 minus y over 10. Why this? I have 1 over 4 minus 11 over 60. So 11 over 60. So this, if you know this is 60, I have 10y minus 6y. Why this is 60? I have 15 minus 11. So that's what I'm. So by multiplying by 15, 15, I have 60 here. So 15 minus 11. So I have 10y minus 4 minus 6y is 4y over 60. Y here is 15 minus 11 is 4 over 60. So as you can see, 4, 4, 60, 60. So y is 1. So since we've gotten the value of y, we now go over to take any equation and find the value of x. From what I'm saying is equation 2 is better. So from equation 2, so from equation 2, I'm making x the subject of formula. X equals 3 over 4 x equals 3 over 4 minus y over 2 times 4. So I made x the subject of formula, which is now 3 minus 2y. So that's what so x is now 3 minus 2 times 1 because y is 1. 3 minus 2, which is 1. So x and y are both 1. So the next thing is now, the next question now is this. Okay, look at this question. We are now given, this is a general question. We are given this and we are asked to find 5x plus 10y. You notice that if you add the two equations, you notice something. Let's add equation 1 and 2 now. So adding equation 1 and 2. So 2x plus 3x is 5x. 3y plus 7y is 10y. So finally, 5 plus 10 is 15. And that's what we are looking for. So most times, if you are given an OBJ equation, and you ask not to find the variables independent, we are given an expression that contains the two variables. Just try and add or subtract or do just a little algebra. You notice you might get something. So here again, if you notice, okay, x plus 2y, let's add equation 1 and 2. So adding equation 1 and 2 again, I have 5x plus 10y equals 15. But that's not what we are asked. But we notice that 2 and 1 has something. So meaning I can factor 5 out. This should equals 15. So I just factored 5. And we notice, so x plus 2y is now 15 over 5, which is 3. And that's what we are asked to find. So it's a very, very faster way of solving instead of getting it individually. So again, the final one here, we are given 3x minus x. So the only way, 2x minus 3, okay, so subtract. So let's do equation 2 minus equation 1. You now notice 2x minus 3x is minus x. 3y minus y is plus 4y. 10 minus 4 is 6.